Greetings from the far side of the galaxy. I'm Fuuri, your host with the most, here to bring you a story about something. Vati hasn't made a lore video yet, so I really have no idea. My inability to decipher these games aside, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, and I mean a lot of Elden Ring. I'm over 50 hours in on my first playthrough, and I'm still trying to at least snag all the great runes. It's not easy when none of the wikis are done, but hey, I'm managing, kinda. Although, that's not the point either. The point is that I am this close to losing my shit. I love Elden Ring more than anyone else in the world, and you can fucking quote me on that, but my god, some of these enemies suck, and I mean suck. So I made this video to vent my frustrations. You're welcome. The basic rule of this video is that I'll only include things that respawn, so the annoying bosses are off the hook, for now. With that out of the way, please like and subscribe while I start the top 5. Up first is number 5, the Giant Bears, or hang on. They're apparently called Rune Bears. While these enemies aren't super common, they do infest the Mistwood area of the map and show up in a few other places. Them being in Mistwood is actually kind of a problem since you can get there early when the Rune Bears are actually tough as shit. They're like dogs, but so much worse. Insane over-aggression? Check. Lunges that make an Olympian jealous? Check. Damage that could probably kill some bosses? Double and triple checked. How is anyone supposed to survive this? Honestly, my best strategy was just to spam glint blades and hope they die before they reach me. And God forbid you try to fight one of these things without torrent. It's like Miyazaki saw dogs and said, do that, but more. I rate these Rune Bears a, for the love of God, please don't notice me, out of 10. Moving on. Number 4, the Giant Fucking Hands. Past an illusory wall and a giant blacksmith that is giving me the oddest sense of deja vu, there's Caria Manor. A misbegotten ruin that has now become infected with giant hands for no goddamn reason. These things are a nightmare to look at and just a nightmare to deal with. Aside from just being gross, these things are weird. Their attacks are offbeat, striking just at the right time after you've rolled to kill your stupid ass. And unlike Rune Bears, these hands have a ranged attack just to give you a metaphorical and literal middle finger. One that combos into a grab, which is giving me even more deja vu. Weird. And then there's the hand's bad habit of launching sneak attacks. Dropping from the walls or rising from the ground because Elden Ring just can't let you get too comfortable. I'm just glad these things are mostly confined to Caria Manor. I just can't deal with them. That noise they make when moving is like Minecraft spiders, but worse. It's the rapid tapping that just, hard pass, next entry. Number 3, the Ancestral Followers. If any of you have ever done Ronnie's questline, you should definitely remember these assholes. Super ultra big and super ultra rude. There's guys with clubs to cave your skull in and guys with bows to make sure you don't light those stupid fires. And speaking of the bow guys, holy crap, they are the Anne Orlando archers on steroids. Their arrows are faster and there's just more of them spread out a far bigger area. You can't even dodge them cause you're riding torrents, so I guess you just have to hope the arrows in your ass just make you more aerodynamic. The fact that they litter the part where you're supposed to light all the fires only makes their arrows even worse. Considering their damage and how many you can get hit with at once, there's a decent chance you'll just die. And if they do kill you, God forbid you think you can collect your runes without being pincushioned again. And to rub salt in the wound, their spirit summons suck, so they can't even be a good ally. Overall, just a horrible enemy that's more like a stage hazard than something you should actually try and fight. Can't say the same for the next thing on our list. Number 2, the Warbirds. Every single fucking one. God damn, I hate these things. They're barely in the game, but holy shit do they make an impact. Their most notable appearance is in that part of Stormvale Castle. You know the one, that path filled with bombs that can kill in one hit. I mean, come the fuck on, why? Who thought it was a good idea to strap knives to a bird's feet? Who thought it was a good idea to make their faces explode or whatever? Who thought it was a good idea to put flying enemies in this fucking game? And you know what the main problem with these birds are? It's their maneuverability. It makes them impossible to hit with sword or sorcery. They just weave around everything you do. They're a pain in the ass in the early game, they're a pain in the ass in the late game. There's no escaping them. And you know what? Despite all of that, there is still one enemy I hate even more. Number 1, the Phantom Knights. No, not the Yu-Gi-Oh archetype, but they can go fuck themselves too. I'm talking about these. Specifically, the motherfuckers from Castle Sol. These guys can go eat shit. Imagine for a second the Lothric Knights from Dark Souls 3 or the Black Knights from Dark Souls 1 if you're a boomer. Take their damage and turn it up to 11, take their aggression and turn that up to 12. And just for good measure, give them some of the best weapon arts or whatever the fuck they're called in this fucking game. Look at this! Their weapon arts have the range of a Rune Bear's lunge, but even more damage and frost for good measure. Oh, and they can also teleport, not just to follow you, but to dodge projectiles like fucking Enderman or something. What even are these things? They don't even drop any good items, let alone any items. They're ghost. They have everything. They can dodge projectiles, they can close the distance, they have damage to make your head spin and enough poise to go through anything you do. These guys genuinely seem like they were made for a different game. The only way they could be worse is if they were part of some boss. Well, I'm ending this video here. This channel is not big enough to justify a hospital visit. Maybe it would be if you liked and subscribed. It takes a lot of time and effort to make these, so any support would be greatly appreciated. I don't really have any more to say, so as always, this is your host Fuuri, signing out.